Really?
And yeah, here he comes, here he comes. You can see him coming across there.
Oh!
He's gonna get it.
He didn't eat it?
No.
Holy cow. Did
He
you see
swam
the
right
wake he
over
made?
to it. Yeah, he swam right over to it. Oh, bud, he's looking right at it.
Got him.
Oh, he got it, he got it. And I'm not even sure that was the same fish.
Oh no. Swing and a miss.
Oh, I get paid to connect on those, not miss them. No, that's ugly. Oh no.
Oh man.
All right, you try. We'll keep that. There's at least. Oh man, did you see his whole head just came out of the water?
Big fish.
All right, you try.
So Great Reef, what was so unique about it? Well, here's what was so unique about it to begin with. It was kicking our tail for like 4 hours, and I do mean kicking our tail. And it's a very popular stretch of river. There was tons of rafters, there's tons of waders, there was a bunch of fly guys fishing. Nobody was catching anything.
Troy Coburn caught one fish on the spinning rod early on.
There he is.
All right, Mr. Coburn, first fish. I'll come down and help you out, bud. Hang on, I'll get your net for you there, bud. Come down and get you squared away. Mr. Troy Coburn doing what Troy Coburn does
That's a good fish.
on the river. And yeah, we're in no hurry with this. Now, what do you have for line on here?
It's nanofill.
How heavy?
It's an 8-pound nanofill with a
Oh, bow to the fish, Mr. Coburn.
with a 6-pound tippet.
All right, we're jig fishing, guys, so we'll just call it what it is, which is a leader. Come on here. A little bit of in your big fat new net, guys, and we'll hold him in the water. That's an average fish for here.
That's what I've been told.
Yeah, so again, we've been fishing, I mean, the truck's right there. We've been fishing for 5 minutes. We just got a truck, got waded up, came out here, and your little marabou jig's getting her done, and then we'll get her put back. Dude, Rosie jig.
Easy release.
Good job, Mr. Troy Coburn.
Troy kept telling me, he's been telling me for a couple of years now that I got a trick, you gotta see this trick. Well, about the 3, maybe 4 hour mark, I'm not even sure, he looks at me and he says, man, I know if we went and got my technique, we would catch them right now. And we were like a quarter of a mile from the truck, or maybe more than that. And I was flustered. I'm like, all right, Troy, show me how this thing works. So he literally took off sprinting in his waders all the way back to the truck. And he got out and comes back with a very custom setup. And that setup turned out to be a fly rod blank that he had custom built into a spinning rod. It was a 9-foot 4-weight fly rod blank that a mutual friend of ours built for him into a spinning rod. And that spinning rod, by being so long and so supple, is a really, really good way to present very light baits with lots of control.
All right, guys, so here we go with the specialized deal. And you watch, guys, as he works down here with this fly rod spinning rod with the fly jig that we're, I mean, you have definitely crossed the line between spinning tackle and fly tackle.
Now, the difference between a fly rod and a spinning rod is that in a spinning rod, you're casting the weight of the lure. As the fly rod, you're casting the weight of the line. So at the end of the day, the problem is the fly line's very heavy, and that fly line also displaces a lot of water. And so control can be an issue. Range can for sure be an issue because you have to cast the line, so I can't throw it as far. Accuracy can be an issue. So there's lots of reasons why a spinning rod can be more efficient. The flip side of it is the spinning rod needs a fair bit of weight to be able to do that. And when we were throwing our traditional jigs and things like that, they were too heavy. At the end of the day, we weren't getting bites with them because they were simply too heavy. And by Troy having built that 9-foot 4-weight fly rod into a spinning rod, it allowed us to have the best of both worlds.
And when I cast this, you can see how this rod loads up.
Oh, that's crazy, dude.
That's what casts it.
Yeah.
Is the fact that it is a fly rod, it's built to load.
Right.
And
right.
It generates enough tip speed.
Keep that thing working, dude. I want to see this happen.
There he
Got
is.
him.
There he is.
Yeah. I love this, guys. And people think, This show is never about my ego. This show is about education. When I get around a guy that's got something dialed, this is so unique that I was like, I got to see this in action. Troy's been telling me for a year, you got to see this, man. I've got 2,500 fish doing this. Look at that rainbow, bud. Look at this rainbow. That's a pretty fish.
Yep.
Let me see if I can get him on the hook gracefully. Okay, okay, so it's free. Keep that out of my hair. There we go. Look at this rainbow. Troy Coburn is getting them done, dude. Look at this rainbow. Hang on, buddy. Hang on, buddy. We're gonna be. Can I let him go for you? Yeah, something about your smelly hands.
Oh, what a pretty fish.
Look at this thing. He looks like he's played the. You can tell there.
Yeah.
Oop, there you go, buddy.
You go.
And somebody's gonna say, why not the fly rod? Why not the fly rod? Because the presentation is so much more precise. The depth control, the drift is so much more precise because I don't have the water dragging on the fly line. I don't have to cast the weight of the fly line. I don't have to have a tapered leader to get that energy to transfer correctly. So Troy is extremely skilled with a spinning rod or a fly rod, and with that combo of the two in one, he's able to present the thing perfectly, just barely tickle the bottom with it all the way down, have excellent feel with it, and generate the bites. There he is right there, yep. There's one just rose right here, guys, so watch this.
I know where he is.
Yep, now he gave himself away, and that's half the battle. Oh, is that too far?
Nope, it's gonna swing.
Is he gonna swing right in him?
Swing right into him.
Dude, watch this. Come on, eat it. So far, we're what, 2 for 3 on the ones that rise that you swing that thing in front of, eat it immediately. Yeah. He will. It's just a matter of whether or not you got it right in front of him or not.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, this water has a lot of color in it.
Yeah.
So the strike zone is not going to be very big.
And that's a tungsten bead, you say? So for fly tires, it's a 5mm tungsten bead, right?
Correct.
And it's made out of squirrel hair.
Yeah, it's.
Did you shoot this squirrel yourself?
No.
Just kidding. That's what I do for. There you got him. Look, I told you that thing would work. Oh, golly, dude.
Oh!
Oh, did he jump off?
He came off.
Oh, that's okay, bud. That's okay. We'll take that anyway. Oh, dude, that is funny. Let me put this back in here.
It's like calling your shot almost.
Well, it is calling your shot now that we know how to get them to bite. I mean, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I want to point out another lesson here, guys, because we were debating, do we need to go to new water? Do we need to go 10 miles downstream, 5 miles upstream? Because we weren't catching fish, and we caught them. You caught one right off the bat.
Right.
And, you know, and so it was like, oh, well, we'll get them this way. Well, then we had some bumps. We had fish slap some baits. Then we went 2 hours without fish biting anything. Right. But we knew there was fish here because we saw a couple of them. And sometimes you got to find fish that are more cooperative, and sometimes you got to be really thoughtful with your presentation. In this case, it's all about the presentation.
Right. Yeah, well, and it's paying attention to your surroundings.
Right, sure, of course, yeah.
If we wouldn't have seen that leech, we probably wouldn't have dialed it in.
And then we saw a whole pile of leeches as well. So, and the other thing about the best anglers, and let me change that. The best outdoorsmen I know, hunters or fishermen, are extremely observant.
Right.
All the time. Everything that goes on around. Did the birds change? Did the sun come out? Did whatever, anything. In this case, we started seeing fish move a little bit, leeches on the bank, put 2 and 2 together, we catch them. See if we can get another one. There, oh, no, it wasn't a fish, my bad. Now I got fish on the brain.
There's a pile of them right in front of this big,
you think?
this bump right here.
That makes me wonder about that pile that was back at the other spot we saw. If we had this working, would we have caught them? Right. Or maybe there's more leeches down here. Maybe that's why there's more bite, you know, who knows? Got him right there, dude. That's 2 in a row. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna grab your net, don't move. There you go. Unbelievable, guys. That is unbelievable.
He's taking me for a ride.
Yep, I heard your drag going on that. I'll go down here a little ways, and Troy, you can stay there if you want. Just keep steering him. I don't even know where he is now.
He's gone out by that shoal again.
Oh, he's out in the middle of the current. I don't want to get too far down there because I don't want to spook the rest of the fish. Look at that rod bow, guys. That's why you having a fly rod as a spinning rod. Such a great idea, dude. Great idea. Where'd you come up with the idea for it?
Well, I came up with the idea for the fly first, and then I realized I couldn't cast it on anything. Except for a fly rod.
Right.
And then there came situations like when you're up in Gore Canyon and the water's high where you have no back cast space whatsoever.
You can't wade.
You need to present the fly with something other than a fly rod. And
oh, that's another beautiful fish, dude.
Necessity is the mother of invention, right?
Yeah, but not everyone's like, I know, I'll get a fly rod and I'll turn it into a spinning rod. Oh my gosh, dude, look at this thing. And he choked it, look at that.
Yep.
Here, I'll hold your rod and you deal with this fish this time.
All right.
Just open the bail and give me some line. Yep, there you go. And I'll let you deal with the fish, and there you have it, guys. On fire. Such, hey, got my glasses wet.
Yeah, mine too. I guess that's the fish's version of a double.
Yeah, right. He's like, yeah, right.
2 sets of
I
glasses
got two
with
dudes.
one flip of the tail.
Yeah, exactly. Another beautiful fish. And presentation details are working now. Look at that. Look at that.
See ya.
Guys, I don't know that we're gonna do any better than that on this show. I made 2 total casts with a rod I've never even seen before. After watching him do it a couple times, learn the nuances of the rod. It's a weird rod to cast. I'll be the first to admit that. I'm all wet, excuse me, guys. but you know, sometimes you got to go find new fish. Sometimes you got to figure out how to catch the fish in front of you. That's what you figured it out. Like I said, there's a big rise right there. You know, necessity is the mother of invention, right? That's what you just said a minute ago. So adapting a fly rod blank to a spinning rod presentation, throwing it on nanofill. Nobody does that, and now you see why it's working so good. The 1-inch death punch, I love the name of that thing. And so check out all the Troy Coburn stuff on Colorado Jig Mafia, the white trash fly, the classic Colorado Jig Mafia classic, and then this 1-inch death punch. His creations, his presentations, we've learned from him over the years, and hopefully you have as well. Will you fish with us again?
Maybe.
Maybe. There you go. If we're lucky, we're gonna do that.